BookTube, my name's Nadine and welcome to my channel. Today I would like to show you some books that I've recently got. It was my birthday at the weekend and I think I've mentioned in previous videos nobody ever really buys me books for my birthday, so I decided to get myself some little presents. So let's get on with it. So first off, I went to one of the charity shops near my son's school and I picked up a few books there. The first one was this Haunting Ghost Stories. I'm not quite sure if it's aimed at children or adults, but it's got stories by Roald Dahl, Philippa Pierce, H.G. Wells, Edgar Allan Poe, Joan Aiken. I think there's some M.R. James in here too. But I'm a sucker for anything like this, and yeah, it's got some nice illustrations. I think it's probably aimed at kids, but you know, mental age. Speaking of which, I then also picked up Mark Twain's The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. I've never read any Mark Twain, but I collect these vintage classics, the children's books, whenever I see them because I like to read them myself, and I've got children too, so at some point they might want to read them also. But I quite like these editions. They've got nice covers and they look good on the shelf, and this will come in handy when I get to wherever this is set in my little Reading the States challenge. I think it's Missouri, isn't it? I can't remember. And then not my usual kind of thing, but I found this brand new copy in the charity shop and I thought I'd give it a go because everybody's been raving about the TV show or the Netflix show and the books. So it's the first in the Bridgerton book, so Bridgerton, the Duke and I by Julia Quinn, kind of Regency romance books. I don't know, are they meant to be amusing as well? I'm not sure. But yeah, everybody's been raving about this series, so I thought I would give that a whirl. And then really pleased to find this, seeing as it is Jane Austen July. I've never read any of these. It is Jane Austen's Letters, 4th edition, collected and edited by Deirdre LeFay. There is some sort of cover damage to it, but it's not too bad, and like, it was £1, you know. So hopefully I can dip in and out of this during the month. And then I got this set here, Becky Chambers, what's it called? Is it Wayfarers? Oh, I should have checked. I can't remember this sci-fi series anyway, which again, I've heard so much good things about it. So the first one in the series is The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet. So I'll read you the back. When Rosemary Harper joins the crew of the Wayfarer, she isn't expecting much. The Wayfarer, a patched-up ship that's seen better days, offers her everything she could possibly want. A small, quiet spot to call home for a while, adventure in far-off corners of the galaxy, and distance from her troubled past. But Rosemary gets more than she bargained for with the Wayfarer. The crew is a mishmash of species and personalities, from Sissix, the friendly reptilian pilot, to Kizzy and Jenks, the constantly sparring engineers who keep the ship running. Life on board is chaotic but more or less peaceful, exactly what Rosemary wants. Until the crew are offered the job of a lifetime, the chance to build a hyperspace tunnel to a different planet. They'll earn enough money to live comfortably for years if they survive the long trip through war-torn space without endangering any of the fragile alliances that keep the galaxy peaceful. But Rosemary isn't the only person on board with secrets to hide, and the crew will soon discover that the space may be vast, but spaceships are very small indeed. Sorry, I didn't realise it was so long when I started to read it. But yeah, I've wanted to read these books for such a long time, and I thought, oh, do you know what, I'm just going to buy them. I'm really looking forward to it, and there's something about it that makes me think of like Mass Effect, the video games. I think maybe it's like the mishmash of different species and types of, you know, being on board this ship. And I love those games, and I know it's going to be nothing like that at all, but you know, it always makes me think of it. But yeah, looking forward to those. And then my favourite pickup, something that has been on my wish list for years, but I just couldn't justify the price. I'm so pleased that I've got it now. and that is Lost in the Shadows. Sorry, it's in a slipcase, so it's a bit glary. The Story of the Lost Boys by Paul Davis. I love this film. This has been one of my favourite films since I was a little girl. And yeah, this book is supposed to be excellent. It's got interviews with cast and crew and like stories of things that happen behind the scenes. So, and a really, really nice cover, if you can see it beyond the glare. So yeah, that was it. Short and sweet today. I do have lots of videos planned for this month. This week I want to get to my no disclaimers book tag that AJ Dunn Reads and Writes tagged me in weeks ago. I'm awful at getting around to these. I'm so sorry. But I'm going to do that tomorrow or Thursday. And then I think I've got 2 videos a week planned for the rest of the month. So yeah, plenty coming in the future. That is it from me today. Thank you very much for joining me, and let me know if you've read any of these, and I will speak to you soon. Goodbye.